thing was that they had the planners at that time were going to make an industrial park out of this. The community had supposedly served its purpose. Well, it's obvious. Look at it now. Look at the. Can you imagine the amount of money that people are putting in the houses? But to the point now, instead of putting all that perma brick and all that facade changing, they're going back to replacing the brick to the way it once was originally. You know, I would love to do that to the house that I'm at, where I'm at right now. But right next door, there's a shack attached to the shack. The roof and everything is deteriorating, and the neighbor I had at that time was cautious to tell me, don't have anything damage my windows and everything, because they're not replaceable. I knew that, so I never did anything. I got to the point of saying, hey, at my stage of the game, let somebody else now come in and do it. But my house is original. I've been in that house since 1971. I was offered the northwest quadrant, where Carroll, 620 East 112. Mr. Harvey owned the building, and I rented it from him for about 5 years. And
that's the Pullman Circle.
The Market Circle, yes. And he offered me the building. I talked it over with my parents. My parents said, look, what are you going to do with that size building? I was offered it for $26,000 then.
Boy.
Okay? This building came up for sale for 19. And I bought the house that I'm living in right now. I moved in June of 1971, and I've been there ever since. And the one thing I said when I moved in, I don't want anything painted. The house was painted enough.
So you wanted the woodwork?
I did. I wanted the house, and the house was original. The ceilings were dropped. I tore all the ceilings all torn up and back to the original heights. And as far as room decor is concerned, I did a white vinyl wallpaper. I put that up back in the 70s. It's still there. Yes, definitely. But I did not want any paint. I didn't. That was out. I still have the trapdoor in my kitchen. That was the access to the basement, and it's still there. I don't want it. I don't want it covered over. I stripped all the asbestos sheeting that was put in, and all the tile work that was. I tore all that stuff out. I stripped all the woodwork and all the panels, cabinets in the kitchen. I don't want the cabinets, nor do I want anything in the cab changed. I don't want my house to look like Menards, Home Depot, or a Lowe's, whatever you want to call it. It's an original Pullman house.
So you remember the VFW when it was there? Or the
American Legion, yes. And I remember the fish fries. Every Friday they had fish fries.
Right.
And there was a lot of activity from that organization that was performed here in Pullman.
Right.
And there was a spark here that never went out. It was all, we had it here. We had all these things going on here in Pullman. And it was a happy group. Then as the years went by and things started to change, and look where we're at today, unfortunately, our motto was neighbors caring, neighbors sharing. Well, today we can't use that saying anymore because it's very obvious we don't have it. There was an animosity against the Pullman Foundation when it got started, and it started to roll along, and things went the way they went. A lot of people lost their control or their finger on the pulse, and the community is the way it is right now. And some of the people that are in this group have no idea the animosity that some people have here. And here we are today. We don't have no youth group. The senior citizens finally disbanded. There was a lot of things that went on.
Yeah.
Now, just recently, I've been getting in the mail the Pullman News. It's a new newspaper, and I likened it to almost could be the beginning of the return of the Calumet Index.
Yeah, you were going to show that, or let me have that copy.
Yeah.
But anyway, you get along with a lot of people. You get along well.
I'm not going to complain anymore.
No,
I'm going to leave.
but
Hey,
I mean, the thing is,
I'm at the end. I'm at the tail end. Like Alice Busson said when she was 97. She says, I've lived my life. I'm ready to go. Well, she isn't ready to go yet. She's still here, and I feel the same way. My health is relatively good. I'm the only one of my family really that's still here. My what family I have left is outside of Pullman. I have a place to go if I want to leave here. But my memories, as I'm sitting here just talking to you today, and I'm looking at the hotel. I remember I'm seeing Pullman as it is now, but I can remember what it once was.
Yeah.
But what it looked like then.
So
this wasn't here. This park here.
No, they called it Little Green.
The arcade. It was different then. I mean, we didn't have the inlay with the brickwork that was done. It's the same like was over on the other end. This street has been reconfigured to accommodate situations that the Pullman Foundation wanted put in. And so they had a lot to say what they wanted done, and a lot of people didn't like this or like that, but the hell with it. In 1973, the Market Hall burned down, and it was in shambles, and look where it's at now. We had Bob's Sugar Bowl, which was once the Dig It from Mike McGraw, and who had something, a spark going, but he was shot down. Now we got a new person here who is refurbishing it, but not the way it once looked.
No.
It's going to look differently.
Yeah.
But is this going to be where our tours, the people that come in this neighborhood to tour Pullman, look for a place to get a sandwich or a rest station or what have you, or to come in out of the element and relax before they leave? We have nothing anymore. We have nothing today. We don't have any restaurant. We don't have a restaurant of note that's above average. Once upon a time, here in Pullman, you wanted espresso that tasted like it came from Italy.
Yeah.
You went to Joe Fattori.
Right. Bacala.
Never found espresso like Joe Fattori's. You wanted bacala, you wanted Italian specialties.
Jesus.
You could get it. You could get it there.
Yeah.
We had, and again, Pezzaventos. They had risotto on Sunday. Their chicken, their steaks, their meals, their Italian meals were superb. The same with the Jolly Inn, but slowly but surely they closed.
Right.
And it happened over the period of time. People didn't realize until all of a sudden there is no more Pullman wine and liquor.
Right.
If you want a real roast beef sandwich, you can't get it here. You have to go somewhere else.
Right. One of the reasons why, when those places closed up and business kind of dried up, was because jobs left. Let me ask the question because I want you to talk about it. Where did people work at that time? A lot of people were employed at the factories around here.
Sherwin-Williams,
right.
Pullman shops.
Okay.
Okay, and then the Sherwin-Williams shut down, and they moved out to, I think, to Ohio. The Pullman car company, it closed up.
Yeah.
There was no need to serve.